Have you ever noticed that some mornings, no matter how long you sleep, you wake up already feeling drained? The kind of morning where your body feels heavy, your mind is cloudy, and your mood just will not lift. Many women over 60 tell me the same story. They wake early, do all the right things, and still feel tired by 9 a.m. Most believe it is age or menopause catching up. But here is the surprising truth. It is not your hormones failing you. It is what you do in the first 2 hours after waking that quietly tells your hormones how to behave for the rest of the day. According to research from the Mayo Clinic and the National Institutes of Health, your morning routine is one of the strongest signals your body receives all day. Within minutes of waking, your brain releases cortisol to give you energy, insulin to control your blood sugar, and serotonin to lift your mood. These hormones are like an orchestra preparing to play together in harmony. But for most women, the way the day begins throws that orchestra completely out of tune. I am Dr. Lisa Perriera, a gynecologist with more than 30 years of experience helping women navigate menopause and healthy aging. And I want you to know that how you begin your day matters far more than you think over the years. I have met hundreds of women who started their mornings with good intentions, but the wrong steps. They would grab coffee before water scroll through their phones, before sunlight, and skip breakfast, entirely thinking it would help them lose weight. They did not realize that these small choices were sending powerful stress signals to their hormones, keeping cortisol high and estrogen low all day long. Let me ask you something. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? Do you reach for your phone? Do you drink coffee right away? Do you rush into chores before eating breakfast? Take a moment and think about it. Because what feels routine might actually be one of the main reasons your energy, focus, and even mood are harder to maintain now than they were 10 years ago. When I explain this to my patients, they often look shocked. One woman told me, "Lisa, I thought my morning was perfectly normal. I wake up, check the news, drink coffee, then get dressed. But that combination creates a perfect storm. The news floods your brain with stress hormones. The caffeine spikes cortisol before the body is hydrated, and skipping real food leaves your blood sugar unstable by mid-morning. The result? Your hormones begin the day out of rhythm. They never get a chance to settle into balance." So in this video, we are going to talk about the 5 most common morning habits that quietly disrupt hormones in women over 60 and more. Importantly, what you can do to reverse them. You do not need expensive supplements or extreme routines. You just need to understand how your body works now after 60 and how to work with it instead of against it. Before we continue, I want you to take part in something powerful. Leave a comment below and tell me where you are watching from and what your current morning routine looks like. I love reading your stories because they remind every woman here that she is not alone. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will learn exactly how to start your morning, so your hormones stay balanced, your energy steady, and your mind clear all day long. What you do in the next few hours after waking could be the difference between feeling exhausted by noon and feeling calm, focused, and alive again. Let's look closely at what happens inside your body in the first few hours after you wake up. Between 6 and 10 in the morning, your brain is in what scientists call a hormonal transition state. Cortisol naturally rises to help you feel alert, while insulin and estrogen start to regulate energy and mood. But if your routine works against that rhythm, those hormones begin to misfire. Instead of feeling steady and strong, you feel anxious, sluggish, or unfocused. The first morning habit that quietly disrupts your hormones is skipping hydration. After a full night of sleep, your body is slightly dehydrated, your blood is thicker, and your circulation slower. Many women reach straight for coffee, believing it will help them wake up. But caffeine on an empty, dehydrated stomach spikes cortisol even higher, putting the body into stress mode instead of balance. You may feel awake for an hour, then crash mid-morning when the hormones can't keep up. A glass of water before coffee changes everything. It tells your body, you are safe, you can begin the day calmly. The second habit is checking your phone the moment you open your eyes. That single scroll floods your nervous system with alerts, headlines, and emotional triggers before your body is ready. The National Institutes of Health found that early screen exposure delays serotonin regulation for several hours. Serotonin is the chemical that helps stabilize mood and hormone signals. Without it, the body struggles to manage stress throughout the day. The third habit that quietly throws off hormones is skipping protein at breakfast. Many women tell me I don't eat much in the morning, I just want something light. But after 60, your body needs protein to stabilize blood sugar and support estrogen metabolism. When you skip it, insulin levels swing, and your brain loses the steady fuel it needs. That is why some mornings you may feel shaky or emotional before lunch. Adding a small portion of protein, an egg, a handful of nuts or yogurt helps keep your energy and hormones steady. The fourth mistake is rushing. Many women wake late, then hurry through chores or messages before taking time for themselves. That constant sense of urgency keeps adrenaline high. The heart beats faster, the breath shortens, and the body never gets the message that it is safe. Over time, that pattern exhausts the adrenal glands and flattens hormone rhythms. The result is feeling wired but tired all day long. And the fifth habit one most people never consider is avoiding morning sunlight. The human body depends on natural light to regulate the circadian clock, the internal timer that tells you when to wake, eat, and sleep. Without exposure to daylight, your melatonin and cortisol cycles drift apart. That misalignment causes fatigue during the day and sleeplessness at night. 10 minutes of natural light in the morning, even by a window, tells your body to synchronize. When you combine these 5 habits, no hydration, immediate phone use, skipped protein rushing, and no sunlight, you begin the day already out of balance. Your body spends the rest of the day trying to recover from those first few hours. Hormones that should rise stay low, and those that should fall stay high. The result is unpredictable mood, stubborn fatigue, and slower metabolism. I have seen it again and again in my clinic. Women who think they are doing everything right, but their mornings are silently working against them. The good news is the body at 60 and beyond is incredibly responsive. Once you stop sending mixed signals, your hormones recalibrate quickly. In the next part, I will show you exactly how to reset those first hours of your day, the simple, proven steps my patients use to restore balance naturally, without pills or complicated routines. Small changes that anyone can do starting tomorrow morning. Stay with me, because this is where transformation begins. Now that you know the 5 common morning habits that quietly disrupt your hormones, let's talk about how to fix them. Because awareness alone is not enough. You need a plan that helps your body wake the way it was designed to. I teach my patients a simple approach called the morning reset. It has only 5 steps, but each one sends a clear message to your hormones that the day has begun safely and calmly. The first step is hydration before caffeine. When you wake, your body has gone 6 to 8 hours without water. Your blood is thicker, and your heart has to work harder to move it through your system. A single glass of room temperature water right after waking signals your kidneys, liver, and brain to begin circulation gently. It also prevents that sharp cortisol surge that coffee can cause on an empty stomach. If you still enjoy coffee, have it 20 minutes later, once your body is hydrated and your stress hormones have leveled out. The second step is to delay screens for at least 30 minutes. No phone, no television, no emails. Your mind needs a short window of quiet to let serotonin and cortisol find their natural rhythm. Try opening the curtains, stepping outside, or doing light stretching instead. This small pause lowers your heart rate and sets a peaceful tone for the day. The third step is a balanced breakfast with protein. Women over 60 often underestimate how much protein they need. A small serving, such as an egg, Greek yogurt, or a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese, helps balance insulin and supports estrogen metabolism. If you prefer plant options, try oats with nuts or seeds. The goal is stability. When blood sugar stays steady, mood and energy stay steady too. The fourth step is gentle movement. You do not need an intense workout. Just 5 to 10 minutes of walking, light stretching, or simple joint rotations can wake the muscles and improve blood flow. It tells your heart and hormones. The day is beginning. You can work together now. Gentle morning movement also boosts circulation to the brain, improving focus for the rest of the day. And the fifth step is sunlight. Natural light, especially within the first hour after waking, resets your circadian clock. The light signals your brain to stop producing melatonin and to increase serotonin, which stabilizes mood and helps you sleep better that night. If you live somewhere cloudy, open a window or sit near bright light for a few minutes. It still helps. When one of my patients, Eleanor, began practicing this routine, she was surprised by how quickly her body responded. Within a week, she told me, "I feel calm in the mornings for the first time in years." She had not changed her medication or diet, only the order of her mornings. That is how powerful small, consistent habits can be. I know some of you might be thinking, "I don't have time for all of that." But here is the secret: you do not need a full hour. The entire reset takes less than 15 minutes. 1 minute to drink water, 5 to move, 10 to eat. The reward is balance that lasts the whole day. If you are watching this, take a moment now to decide which step you can start tomorrow. Will it be water before coffee, no phone before breakfast, or a short walk in the sun? Choose one and write it in the comments. Sharing it makes it real, and you might inspire someone else to do the same. These are the small adjustments that bring your body back to rhythm. Once your mornings become calm and intentional, you will notice your energy steadier, your mood lighter, and your sleep deeper at night. In the next part, I want to share a few stories from women who thought their mornings could never change until they tried this reset. Their transformations will show you what is possible when you let your body find its natural rhythm again. I want to tell you about 2 women whose stories show just how quickly the body can recover when the mornings are corrected. The first is Margaret. She was 70 and came to me saying she felt off every morning. She woke anxious, shaky, and unfocused. She assumed it was just aging or hormones she could not control. When we talked about her mornings, I discovered she drank strong coffee before water-skipped breakfast and scrolled through the news as she sipped her cup. Her body was under stress before the day even began. We made 3 small changes. She drank water, first delayed her coffee until after breakfast, and avoided screens for the first half hour of the day. Within 10 days, she came back smiling. She said, "I didn't realize how much I was fighting my body. Now my mornings feel peaceful." Her blood pressure improved slightly, her headaches faded, and she said her mood felt lighter. Her hormones had not changed, her rhythm had. The second woman, Helen, 68, had the opposite problem. She could not wake up. No matter how much she slept, she felt slow and heavy until noon. Her mistake was avoiding sunlight and moving too little in the mornings. We began a new routine: open the curtains the moment she woke, step outside with her glass of water, and walk slowly around her yard for 5 minutes. Within 2 weeks, she told me, "I don't feel groggy anymore. I feel alive before breakfast." Stories like theirs remind me that the body after 60 is not fragile. It is responsive. It listens closely to the environment you create. Your hormones are not the enemy, they are messengers waiting for your guidance. When you give them calm water protein movement and light, they respond quickly. Think of your body as a clock. Every morning, the hands need to be reset to the right time. If you skip that step, the whole system runs out of sync all day. But when you start with alignment, everything that follows your digestion, mood, focus, even circulation, stays on schedule. I often tell my patients that the morning is not just a routine. It is a conversation between you and your body. If you rush it, your body whispers back in fatigue. If you start gently, it answers with strength. Maybe you have felt what Margaret and Helen felt, the frustration of waking tired or the emptiness that follows too many rushed mornings. But here is the good news. It does not take months or medication to change it. The body remembers what balance feels like. All you have to do is remind it. Before we move to the final part, I want you to imagine your next morning. You wake, drink water, step into sunlight, take a deep breath, and move gently before opening your phone or pouring coffee. How would that feel in your body within a week? That feeling could be your new normal. Stay with me now, because in the final part, we are going to recap the key lessons and talk about how you can make these changes last. I will also share a simple way to measure your progress, so you can see how your hormones, energy, and focus begin to align day after day. So as you think about your mornings, I want you to remember this simple truth. The way you begin the day determines how every system in your body performs for the next 24 hours. The smallest actions, the ones that seem unimportant, can either support or confuse your hormones. Let's go over what we have learned together. First, hydration comes before caffeine. Water tells your body that the night is over and it can begin repair and circulation again. When you skip it, your body begins the day already tense. Second, delay the screens. Your phone will always wait for you, but your nervous system cannot reset once it is flooded with information. Give yourself those first quiet moments. Third, eat something with protein. Even a small serving steadies blood sugar and supports estrogen metabolism. You will notice your mind clearer, your mood calmer. Fourth, move gently. A short walk, slow stretches, or a few deep breaths signal that your heart muscles and brain can work together. And fifth, find the light. Natural light is the language your hormones understand best. When sunlight touches your eyes in the morning, your body knows when to wake and when to rest later that night. These 5 steps are not rules. They are rhythms. When you practice them consistently, your body begins to trust you again. Cortisol rises gently instead of spiking melatonin, quiets at the right time, and estrogen and insulin find their natural balance. You feel steadier, clearer, and more at ease in your own skin. I want you to start tomorrow with one small promise to yourself. Before you pick up your phone or reach for coffee, drink a full glass of water and open the curtains. Feel the light on your face and take one deep breath. Tell yourself, my day starts calmly. That one moment will shift how your body responds for the next 12 hours. If this video has helped you see your mornings differently, share it with another woman who may be struggling to feel balanced. She may not realize how small her first steps toward health can be. And if you are new here, I invite you to subscribe and join this community of women over 60 who are discovering new ways to age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Before you go, leave a comment below and tell me which habit you will change first. Will it be water before coffee, no phone before breakfast, or morning sunlight I read every single one? Your answer may encourage another woman to begin her own reset. And before we close, let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you are experiencing pain, fatigue, or changes that concern you, please speak with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personal attention. I am Dr. Lisa Perriera. I wish you calm mornings, balanced hormones, and peaceful nights ahead.